What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages? Runtime Error here, back with some more Minecraft. Unfortunately, I lost the first clip from this video. Yeah, not, I'm a little embarrassed. Hide my face. Hide my face. Anyway, I lost the first clip of the video, so I had to record this silly intro. Anyway, all you really missed was the fact that we started a brand new world, a brand new server, a new seed, and really, we just didn't die. Like we punched some trees for a little bit, and made some crappy stone tools, and then ran away to try to find a place to start our new adventure. Yeah, new adventure. And so that's basically all you missed. Take it away, time lapse. Not time lapse. Wayback Machine? Yeah, Wayback Machine. And we're back. So I found this spot. We got ourselves set up here with a little tiny thing where we can just kind of, be safe-ish. And here's the thing. Here's the other thing. We did another thing. Oh, you can see we've got a little bit of armor on. We got some pants and boots that we found in a village on the way here. We're not that far from spawn. We're probably about 3,000 blocks away in that direction. Back to the spawn chunks. So not too bad, not too far. But also, we did a thing. I got a camera account. Yay, we did it. So now I can kind of show you this area a little bit better. So in previous plays of Minecraft, I was recently playing on a friend's server, and I found a cool mountain spot to make my base area place in, like this amazing mountain here. Never again. Never again. There just seems to be so many more caves and stuff that you have to deal with, and then also, like, you end up with monster eggs and things like that. It was a major pain. So I think I'm gonna stick to mostly doing things in plains. I really like dealing with the plains biomes the best. Maybe, we'll do some things in some other biomes just for funsies. But we've got this nice little plain here, but then there's still some aesthetic aspects. We've got the mountains over there. It's a nice size area. It's not huge, but it's got some topography to it as well. But one of the things that I kind of wanted to do, at first I found this area right over here. I was like, oh, this is a nice little coastline. We could maybe like do a thing with that. But then as I kept looking, I found all these little pools and things, and I found this spot, and it just really works out really nicely, because I thought that one of the things that we could do on the server, or in the early days, for one of our big builds, is kind of build like a harbor deal, and this is sort of like kind of a natural little harbor thing that's happening anyway, and we can build it kind of into the mountain and incorporate this as sort of a weir wall to the ocean place, and then coming off the back of the harbor, it opens up into these plains areas here where we could do some other things like our main storage stuff and maybe a couple of farms and things and anything that we find. So yeah, but anyway, so we got our area set up over here. Just, basic survival area, first of all. That we can, get our little bit of storage. We got this smoker here from one of the villages that we did. And then one of the other things is, early game, we've got all this kelp around. So hopefully we won't need it. But, if we ever get into dire need of a food source or a fuel source, we have that available. But for right now, what I need to do is I need to get some resources. I definitely need resources. Because, early game, we're just starting out. We've done nothing except survive, not die, and find a place to maybe set up shop. So I'm going to go and do some caving and mining and see if I can get some more iron for sure. Maybe a couple of diamonds. Maybe we get our first couple of diamonds on the server. That would be nice. That'd be so nice to get rid of these crappy tools. And we'll see what goes. So what I'll probably do is cave and mine for about an hour. And then I'll come back and I'll show you guys what we acquired.
So, since I lost the first clip of this video, I thought this would be a good time to talk about why I reset the server and the plans for the server moving forward. I've been mostly focused on doing live streams lately, which is why there hasn't been any new YouTube content for quite a while, but I really want to make time to do both. I'd started a new server a while ago with the intent of catching up with the previous single player series in terms of builds and then transitioning the videos over to the server. Unfortunately, that was also right in the middle of the Villager Pillager update, and the world generation for single player world and the server were vastly different. The longer I played on the server, the more I realized that my plan to make a somewhat seamless transition to the video series was pretty well impossible. But I was having such a good time on the server, learning all the new game mechanics that, well, I just sort of forgot to start making videos again. Now, going back to the time lapse for just a second, you just saw that right away as I started caving, I came across an abandoned mine shaft. I debated for a while whether or not I wanted to explore it, and I decided to stick my toe in and ran into a creeper straight away. It was just like, nope, peace out, homie. But I'll definitely be heading back over there at some point in the near future to gather up some cobwebs and string and things, and maybe we can run into a few cave spider spawners that are close together if we're lucky, and set up our first XP farm on the server. Wouldn't that be nice? But first, I just feel like I need to improve my survivability before we go messing around in there. I mean, I don't even have a sword, or really any armor. You can also see that I quickly gave up on the whole idea as caving, as I just wasn't having much luck finding any caves, and I went straight to branch mining. Honestly, this just makes more sense. My main goal was, after all, to find some diamonds, which I actually did pretty quickly, as you'll see in a moment. After my 1 hour mining session, I did end up finding a massive cave system and spend another 20 minutes or so exploring that, which you'll see in the clips shortly. But I didn't even come close to lighting it all up, so I'll need to revisit that again for sure. So anyway, as I was saying, so with the release of 1.15, I decided to just start fresh. Reset the server, go back to a fresh survival world, new random seed, all the things. I didn't even look up seeds. I completely made a random seed and just went with it. Now, I'm pretty excited for the 1.16 Nether update that should be coming out this summer, so once that drops, I'll do a complete reset in the Nether. Now that means until then, there won't be much going on nether-wise in this series, but we'll definitely still use it for some fast travel, portal linking, and I have some other ideas for utilizing the nether early on in ways that aren't too time-consuming, so it won't be a big loss after the reset. Also, you know, it'd be fun to just do some early game things, being able to get things that, you know, maybe some people think require a ton of resources and work, and can actually be done quite simply, maybe just not to the effective level that they can be done late game. As for the server itself, if anyone's interested, it's my private server. It's not hosted. I have it running on a Linux box that sits behind me in the studio, and there are a few other accounts whitelisted, so you may see other people join me throughout the series. Aside from that, it's a basic vanilla server. I have a few data packs loaded to easily allow multiplayer sleep, double shulker shells so that people don't wipe out all of the end cities and leave none for anyone else, but otherwise it's completely vanilla. Speaking of which, one of my personal goals this season is to play the game 100% vanilla survival. Well, 95% vanilla survival. What I mean is, in the past I've relied pretty heavily on using resources like chunk base and spectator accounts on local copies of the world in order to find things like slime chunks and end dungeons and scope out different nether fortresses and things like that, but I really want to avoid that on this server. The fact is, all of those things can be done with a little knowledge of the game and a little exploratory due diligence, and so that's what I'm going to do. Now, I will probably still use a world copy and spectator account for planning out things or finding caves that need to be lit up if I think farm rates are taking a serious hit, but I'm going to try to use it as little as possible. I also plan to focus less on building a big giant base construct this time around. My plan instead is to build my base as sort of like a town, like with different smaller buildings separated by roads and pathways, so that it's still kind of a big building project, just not one giant building. And then I'll probably try and build some things that are just for show. That's not something that really I've done a whole lot of, and honestly, I don't consider myself all that good at it, but that's why we challenge ourselves, so that we can improve. Anyway, let's get back to the game.
Alright guys, we're back from our little adventure, and we did well. We did really well, actually. I think after our 1 hour mining session, we ended up with, check it out, 2 1/4 stacks of iron, 18 diamonds, about a half a stack of gold, and a whole crap ton of coal and redstone, as well as almost a stack of lapis. It's pretty good. Actually 21 diamonds, because we used 3 already, as you saw, for a pickaxe that we subsequently then completely wore out. Also, our 20-30 minutes of caving after the mining session resulted in an additional stack and a half of iron, about 2 stacks of coal. So really good. I mean, I feel like that's really, really good. But now we're left with a new problem. So now in our next step, I guess, really, to survivability is going to be to do a little bit of homesteading things, right? We can't live on a rock forever. Can't live on a rock forever. You know why? Why do you think we can't live on a rock forever? Because things don't grow here. That's right. You can't grow things on a rock. We need to be doing some gardening things and stuff like that there. So with that said, let's go ahead and take these diamonds right away. We'll take these sticks. I think I'm going to go ahead and make myself definitely another pick, because we're going to need one of those. And we'll go ahead and make a hoe. We're just going to make a diamond hoe, because why not? Because I am definitely a sucker for all the advancement things. All the little achievement things that come up and do the thing. And one of the things is to make a diamond hoe and use it all up, and then evaluate your life choices, which is probably pretty accurate, honestly. But the journey of a bazillion hoed pieces of ground starts with a single crop plot. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take the little bit that we've got. We're going to build ourselves out a little bit of garden things so that we can do stuff. Maybe we'll try to grab a hold of some of these animals as well. But first, I need to kind of find a place to do that. So I'm going to go scout out the plains area over there. Let me take this bed. Oh, wait, there was another thing I wanted to do. Also, a sword. Now we have a sword as well. Just, because we're going to need it, and we had the diamonds. So, let me gather up this stuff. Let me take my bed with me, and I'll move all this other stuff once I find a spot. But I'm going to go scout out a little bit, and once I find a place that I like, I'll bring you guys back. Houston, we have a problem. So I had this area nice and lit up and all picked out and figured out, and I was just about to hit record, and then I slept, and I woke up, and there were 2 creepers right here. And I killed the creepers, but now there's a raid party here. Like, really? Well, I'm not real sure what to do about that. I'm not in any real position to try and take them on, I don't think. I really don't want to die. I don't have any deaths. They're making noises like they don't like me. I mean, maybe if I can kill one and get his crossbow? Hang on. Then maybe I'd stand a chance? Oh, ow! Ow! Nope, don't stand a chance! Run away! Okay, so I'm not real sure what happened. I think they despawned? I think? Or I just lost them and they're wandering around over here somewhere. Anyways, whew, that was a little stressful. So I found this area. I got it all nice and lit up. So that hopefully nothing will spawn. I do a little bit of terraforming. Took down a little hill that was over here. Spread out the flat ground a little bit. But basically, you kind of saw, like, just past that hill over there is where... Oh, thought I heard something. Is where the our little rock is. If this little ridge line right here, the point of it down in a little hollow, that's where we dug down a little bit of mine shaft to do our branch mining. There is this monstrosity right here that I'm not super excited about, but I figured I'll check that out in a little bit, light it up. As long as there's nothing major in there, I'll just cover it over and not really worry about it. So my idea, you can see I put a little foundation down here. My idea is to build a little tiny house, just a little tiny house, just big enough for some storage and for all of our things. But it's really just here to mark out that, you know, hey, we live here, this is our spot, and then we'll put our farms out in front of it. So here is, I kind of had a little bit of an idea, but I'm going to kind of do it on the fly as well. I mean, you see, this is it. This is the floor print. Super, super tiny. But I think it's still going to be pretty cool. So if we do something like this, got my hotbar all messed up now because I was fighting for my life. And then one of these, and one of these, and one of these, and one of these. Yeah, I think that's right. And then something like this. We'll just kind of alternate these around. This is all going to make sense later, I promise. And then like that, and like that, and like that, Anna. Okay, and now we'll put like so. And like no. Like so. And like so. There we go. And then we'll build this up around here. Actually like that. Put up 2. Like so. And then these ones we could connect as well as, I guess so. Oh yeah, well that's going to be up higher like that. Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. Brilliant. All right, and now we'll do something like this. Cover that in. Somebody's dying near me. There he is. Come out of that hole. Oh, give me your armor. Yeah, we got boots. Oh, we already had boots. Garbage. We can make gold out of that later. Nope. This one. There's another one. Get out of here, you just stupid. Anybody else? Anybody else want a piece of this? Alright, we'll throw in some windows like so. Just like that there. And now we can come up with these one more. And one more. And then these are all going to get stripped. Alright, you go like that. Yeah. Fantastic. And we'll do something like... this? Yeah. How did I do that? Like that? Oh, no. Like... that. Yeah, perfect. Let's bridge up. Like so. Pillar up, I said, not bridge. And then we just kind of continue this on. Up. Like so. That's the middle. Let's go down to the next one. It's going to be a little bit of a derpy little house. That's alright. I don't mind. I don't mind that it's derpy. As long as you guys don't. You know, even if you do mind. I don't care. Don't mind. Don't make fun of somebody's house. Can I do this? Boom. That's exactly what I wanted. Perfect. Okay. Now let's also... I can put this here and then put... Oh, I already had it in my hotbar. Put this here. And this here. And then I can pick this back up. it won't be seen from this side. Like that. And again, it won't be seen from this side, but that one will be seen. There we go. And then this way, it's just going to have like a little bit of extra detail. Okay, what's going on over here? This guy again. That corner piece isn't even going to live there. I can't. That's going to be... something's not right. I wonder if I'm going to have to lift the whole thing up. Alright, we'll figure out the roof later. Give me these back. So let's move our things. And if we put our bed, say, here. Let's eat because we can't move. Okay, and then give me... oh, I can't pick that up, but I can pick up this. And maybe these. Yeah, totally these. Okay, give me that. Give me this. And we can put crafting station. I guess it really matters right there. And if I put this here, then maybe we could work up like a little chimney right there. And we'll put this here. We should still be able to get in and out of the bed and access all the things. Perfect. Shoot. Let's do this and this and this and this. Now that's all taken care of. And then we'll build some of these. I don't know how many we're going to need. Yeah, brilliant. And then a couple of... oh, no. I need my sticks back. I need my sticks back. Give me sticks. Got them. Put a little ladder up there to get to the second floor, and then that's where all of our chests will be. Sounds like a fantastic plan. Give me those. Give me this right here. Over this. And ta-da. Done. And then we'll put all the chests along this way. We should be able to fit 2 double chests along all this way. Too high. And that'll give us plenty of storage. Like plenty of storage. But I'm just realizing we're not going to be able to do that the way this is right now. So maybe I did make a bit of a mistake in the roof. For sure, there's got to be a mistake in the roof. The whole thing's got to get pushed that way. Well, that way and that way. Up. It's got to get raised up is what I'm trying to say. So I will figure that out later. For now, let's move on to some gardening things. So here's what we can do with that here. So the nice thing about the torches being this way is this is the exact size for a crop plot. Basically. You know, I mean, you can make a crop plot any size you want. But if we take out this middle torch and dig a hole and replace it with anything we want, really. I guess I could do it with a slab. Like so. And then if I come over here, pretty sure I grabbed a bucket of water. Did. Let's make a real quick and dirty infinite water source just because. Okay, and now if we waterlog this like so. Now in between the torches is a perfect 9x9 square that will be irrigated by that water source. And then if we also put this torch back down, It's all lit up. Give him a hoe back. Perfect. Now, what do we have? I know I have enough seeds because I got plenty of seeds from clearing out all the grass in this area. You know what? Let's also just go ahead and put one here, I guess. Right here. For pumpkins and melons. Just like that. Now for pumpkins and melons, it's different though, right? Because we want to do it like this. In like a checkerboard pattern. Yeah, perfect. Okay, skip. How are we doing? So far, so good? So far, so good. Okay. We can just keep going. Just doing every other. Like that. And then all the diagonals, just fill them in. Just like that. Alright, now what have I got for seeds? Seriously, I know I've got seeds. I think the carrots and potatoes are back on the rock, as well as it looks like the pumpkins we left there too. But that's fine. We can go ahead and get something going at least. We need to do these in rows. Wheat, potatoes is the one that I need the least. So if that's potatoes, carrots, wheat, potatoes, carrots. Wheat, potatoes, carrots, wheat. And of course we got an achievement for planting seeds. That's always fun. Alright, we've got some wheat planted. We'll get the carrots and potatoes planted here in a little bit, as well as the pumpkins. And we'll deal with melons once we find some melons. Why didn't that? Oh yeah, no, that's not acceptable. These are gonna turn too. Those are not supposed to have been done. I got overzealous with my hoeing. What? Alright, so that's good. We got death coming in the form of zombies because it's nighttime and we didn't sleep. So let's kill that guy. Sleep in our new bed. In our new place. Cool. All right, so that's great. We got a first little building, sort of. I'm going to finish this up here in a little bit. We've got 2 giant crop plots all planted up with... Oh, I thought one of these had already turned to regular. I was wondering why. With our seeds, and I'll get some carrots and potatoes in here as well, and also the pumpkins. And then we'll see where we go after that. And we're back. I've got all of the pumpkins planted. You can see they're growing very nicely, as well as all of our crops over here. In fact... Let us harvest up some of these carrots, and then that should basically complete all the planting. There we go. We did it. Yeah, every spot is filled. We got carrots, potatoes, wheat, carrots, potatoes, wheat, carrots, potatoes, wheat. Pumpkins are growing. I also fixed the roof on the house, and I went ahead and did a bunch of little extra detailing. You see we've got our little chimney going on over there. I was going to bring you guys back for the detailing bits, but yeah, this video is already starting to get pretty long, and I still have to record an intro because I lost the first clip. But you can see we moved all of our stuff. We've moved our infinite water source even. I've got the storage set up here, including it's even a little bit somewhat organized, sort of. So, yeah, so that's going to be all the time we've got for this episode, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. In the next episode, we'll probably work on getting some animals over here and then maybe come up with some sort of a project that we could work on in the meantime. I'll probably, I might work on that a little bit, as well as do some more caving and mining and check out that mine shaft in my live streams. You can check out my Twitch link down in the description if you're interested in checking that out. Of course, I've probably already done it by the time this video goes live. But there'll be more where that came from. So anyway, thanks guys again so much. I really appreciate it. Have a great day. This is Runtime Error signing out. Peace.